All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Mixed Texan Politics. We have an update for you on the Kevin Jackson Sr. shooting that happened last year in Dallas. Now, if you're not familiar with the case, Kevin Jackson was inside of a dollar store. He witnessed a robbery and two female employees being assaulted by the guy. So Kevin Jackson pulled out his firearm and shot and killed the perpetrator and was charged for murder. But we have a big update for you, and I think you'll be very happy. Check this out.
A Dallas County grand jury cleared a man of a controversial murder charge filed by Dallas police, after he shot and killed a robber inside a family store last year. Fox 4's David Centendry is in Dallas with the update, Family Dollar Store specifically. David?
Yeah, Steve, it was initially Dallas police who charged Kevin Jackson with murder, and some people at the time disagreed with that decision. Jackson claimed that he was trying to protect those two women who were being assaulted during the midst of that robbery, and now a grand jury is deciding ultimately that his case will not move forward in court. Court records reveal a Dallas County grand jury declined to indict Kevin Jackson Sr. on a controversial murder charge from last November. According to an arrest affidavit, Jackson shot and killed Philip Betts inside a Family Dollar off Lancaster Road in Oak Cliff. But here's the thing. Betts was allegedly stealing from the store and attacking two female employees trying to stop him. Betts striking one woman multiple times with his fists and scratching the other woman.
I guess I should have said allegedly robbing and assaulting these two women.
Jackson, a customer watching the drama unfold, told the women to move and shot Betts.
He took action based on something that he really perceived was necessary at that time.
Last year, former prosecutor, now criminal defense attorney Robert Rogers, who's not associated with this case, questioned the murder charge, citing Texas law, which allows deadly force in an effort to prevent robbery.
Based on the facts as I read them in this affidavit, I believe that's a clear robbery where the person is starting to use force to enable him to complete the offensive theft.
Jackson did not have a criminal history prior to this charge, according to a record search. Jackson's gun was legal, according to Dallas police. After the shooting, Jackson waited for Dallas police to arrive and agreed to an interview. He told police he was concerned for the safety of the two women, but police filed the murder charge anyway. Ultimately, a grand jury that met last month decided there is not enough evidence to support a murder charge. Last night and earlier today, I spoke with Jackson over the phone. He says he's now currently working as a truck driver and is looking forward to moving forward from this, putting it behind him. We actually had an interview scheduled earlier today, but he ended up canceling. We had some questions we wanted to ask him and just hear his scope of the story, what happened, but maybe somewhere down the line.
It's unfortunate that he canceled the interview, but it's okay. I'm glad this guy was cleared. I'm very happy about that. Now, I did take a concealed carry license class many years ago, well before we had constitutional carry here in Texas. And I remember the instructor saying, you can use your firearm if you, one of the situations is if you feel like, if you can put yourself in that person's shoes. Like, an example is this story. The women were being assaulted, and if you can put yourself in the victim's shoes and you feel like you need to use your firearm, then you can do it. And that's exactly what he did. And according to this prosecutor here, the defense attorney, whoever he is in this story, that he was justified in doing that, and he did so. He felt like it was necessary to use deadly force because of what he saw happen. And I fully agree. Now, this is Texas. We have a lot of laws that do protect law-abiding citizens who own guns. We're a very pro Second Amendment state. And I feel like there are a lot of things in his favor. And I'm very happy to see that this guy can move on with his life. This didn't get a whole lot of media attention, which is good for him. A lot of people will not know who he is, maybe a few here and there if you're following the story. But if you see the guy going to the store, you likely will not recognize him. Just the average, regular, everyday person will not know who he is. So that's a major plus. He doesn't have to have this big cloud over him. Even though he is innocent, he has to walk around with a lot of hate and stuff like that. Now, I will say this. If he was a white guy and he shot a black guy, this would have been all over the news. And his life would never be the same, even if though he's innocent. But if this happened in California, Illinois, New York, we might be talking about a different situation with Kevin Jackson Sr. But to see him cleared is a huge, huge relief, because I know some of you guys were asking me about this story for updates, and we couldn't find anything. I searched and could not find anything. But now it's come out over the past couple of days that he was cleared. And that is excellent news. And we're seeing this happen a lot in Texas. I've done a couple of a few stories on things like this, where a perpetrator gets shot by law-abiding citizens. And look, don't be stupid. That's all it is. Don't be stupid. Don't go into restaurants asking, robbing people, and don't put people up at gunpoint. And because you don't know what the other person might do. You don't know if they're carrying, which a lot of people here in Texas carry. As myself, I carry because of situations like this. It's more of a, obviously it's for self-defense. It's the last resort. There are a lot of crazy people out there. And I want to be able to protect other people like this guy did. Protect myself, my wife, and other people around me if the situation arose. I could do that. But very good for Kevin Jackson. He's a truck driver. He can live his life. Put this behind him. It's unfortunate that he canceled the interview, because I want to hear things from his perspective. I want to hear him talk about it, but at this point, there might not be a need to. Like he said, he wants to put this behind him and move on with his life. I can only imagine the stress he went through over the last 8 or 9 months after this happened, from November all the way until this month in August 2023. The amount of pressure and stress he felt, not knowing if he was going to be in prison the rest of his life. But look, he can move on. He can drive. Get a job. He'd be a truck driver. And look, it's unfortunate that he had to use his firearm to kill somebody, but I'm sure these women were thankful for him for doing that. And I think he did the right thing in this situation. In that moment, he did the right thing. Now, if they were just, if the guy just robbed the store and ran out, he probably would not have done that. But I think the fact that he was assaulting these two women, he saw them in danger, and he felt like he needed to take action. So, big ups to Kevin Jackson Sr. I'm glad you were cleared. You can move on with your life. And this is a great day for him and for law-abiding citizens. But all right, guys, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think in the comments as well. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have not done so, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you. Take care.